Hey everyone, I'm finally here with my full review of my Dell Ultrasharp U2415s. I've used these for about 2 months now, and I can say without any reservation these are the best monitors I've ever owned. Right out of the box, calibration and color reproduction were excellent. The two monitors matched each other perfectly. Normal black levels are great, and with their super thin 6.9mm bezels, they make a striking combination visually. Something I also enjoyed coming back to after using previous monitors was the 16:10 aspect ratio. These run at 1920 by 1200, which gives you an extra 120 pixels of vertical space. It may not seem like much, but that can make a big difference in your productivity. Like other Ultrasharps, it comes with all kinds of ergonomics features. An awesome amount of height adjustment, tilt, rotate, and landscape and portrait orientation options. The adjustable part of the stand is spring-loaded to allow for nearly effortless adjustments. And finally, around the back, the design of the stand allows for clean and orderly cable management. In terms of connectivity, we have the power input, 2 HDMI inputs, 2 DisplayPorts, and 1 mini DisplayPort for use in daisy chaining two or more monitors. We have 3.5mm audio out and a 5-port USB 3 hub, the fifth of which is located apart from the others and is capable of powering portable hard drives or charging phones or tablets. Display quality is impossible to accurately capture on camera, so take my word for the fact that the accuracy is just as good as you'd expect from an industry quality monitor. And thanks to the IPS display, we only have a slight amount of darkening at off angles. Black levels are mind-blowing for an IPS panel during normal usage. However, when displaying nothing but black, there's a slight backlight bleed in certain corners and edges. The camera, especially when I boost the ISO, picks this up much more in a much more pronounced way to what I actually see. So I've circled what I notice when looking at the monitor. It's also unnoticeable on anything but a purely black screen, so the bleed that is there is in no way an issue. Finally, the OSD is accessed and controlled via the 4 capacitive buttons on the bottom bezel. The ones on here work much better than on some of Dell's lower-end monitors that I've tried before. They do sometimes require a double tap to detect an input, but in general they work extremely well. The first menu you get has shortcuts to preset modes, where you can switch between default, custom, multimedia, movie, game, and paper modes. The next shortcut goes to display inputs, so switching between them is achievable in only a few taps as opposed to being buried in submenus. The third option opens up the main menu, where you have access to all the shortcut options plus all the more in-depth features. Brightness, for instance, is also extremely easy to access and will vary the display between 50 nits and 300 nits. Other features include whether the powered USB port will work when the monitor is off, and DisplayPort daisy chaining toggles, as well as other miscellaneous features. As I said, the Ultrasharp U2415 is a fantastic monitor. It looks great, it works great, and while it's probably a bit on the pricey side for some of you, you certainly get your money's worth. If you have any questions regarding the monitor that I didn't answer in my review, feel free to either send me a message or ask in the comments.